Okay, let's go ahead and call this meeting to order. And if you please stand with me to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Thank you each and every one for attending tonight's meeting. Let's begin with the roll call. Mr. Smith. Mrs. Quinn.
Present.
Mr. Snyder.
Present.
Ms. Saunders.
Present.
Mr. O'Brien.
Present.
Mr. Osborne.
Present.
We have a quorum. First thing on the agenda will be to review and approve the minutes from the April 23rd, 2026 Board of Aldermen meeting found under tab 4.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor to approve the meeting minutes from the April 23rd, 2026 meeting. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. The ayes have it. The motion carries. The next thing on the agenda will be the mayor's report, and I promise to keep it very, very quick, because I think tonight has the potential to being a little bit longer than necessary, maybe. We received today approval from, just right, the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services has provided us money for fluoridation. This is update the fluoridation equipment at the water plant, and also some new equipment for testing in the amount of $34,775. For that, we appreciate very much. That concludes my report. Are there any questions? Moving right along, next on the agenda will be the city clerk report.
I really don't have much to add. You do have my report in your packet. I did want to add, I guess, that we do have some staff updates down in the office. Maggie has decided to retire. She'll be with us until May 22nd. And then Rachel from the license office, she would like to come to the utility side and work. So we did hold interviews for the license office last night. Alderman Snyder was present for that. And I also had Rachel from the license office there to help and discuss what takes place in that office. And we'll discuss that further under closed session tonight. I also added to your packet too information on the elected officials training that will be held in Columbia. This is a great informational training. It's held June 11th. It's all day on June 11th, and then like that morning on June 12th. And I would just like for you all to approve elected officials to attend if they're able to on this training. I've attached the agenda, the costs involved.
Is this put on by MML?
I'm sorry.
Is this being put on
This
by
is the one
MML?
done by MML.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll be held at the Wyndham Executive Center in Columbia.
We don't have anybody signed up yet, do we?
Last year, what'd you say again?
We don't have anybody signed up for this year, do we?
Not yet. Last year, I was thinking someone attended.
2 years in a row. It's been quite
Okay, maybe it wasn't last year, but I know some have attended in the past.
I went 2 years ago.
Okay. But if we could just get a motion to approve an elected official to attend if they so choose, and I will get you all registered and set up and everything for that if someone decides to attend.
So you should want to do a blanket motion to say?
Yeah, we do have it budgeted. So.
Okay. I make a motion that we approve federal officials to attend elected officials training.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to authorize the city clerk to enroll individuals who are currently on the board to attend this elected officials training conference.
I'll second.
We have a second on the floor. We have a motion second on the floor to authorize the city clerk to register elected officials to attend the 2026 elected officials training conference. Is there any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. The ayes have it. Motion
And I'll send an
carries.
email out with more information on it too. That's all I have.
Thank you, city clerk. Next thing on the agenda will be the city attorney's report.
And I have no report at this time.
Okay. Next thing we have on the agenda will be authorized guest speakers, starting with the representative from Williams Keeper LLC to discuss our FY25 audit. And hi, and welcome back.
Thank you. Yes, it was nice to meet with most of you on Tuesday evening to go over the reports in more detail. But my name is Kristen Brown. I am an audit manager for Williams Keepers and was one of the main contacts for the audit this year. So tonight I'll just be covering the summary report. Included in the packet is all 4 reports that were issued, but this summary report covers the main highlights of the remaining 3 reports. So I'll go through that tonight. Happy to answer any questions as we go through. I know we went into a lot of detail on Tuesday, so if you've thought of any questions, I'm happy to answer those as well. So this summary report really just discusses the reports that we issued. So the first report that we issued was the audited financial statements, and the city was audited for the year ended September 30th, 2025. We issued an unmodified or a clean opinion on the financial statements. So in our opinion, the financial statements present fairly and in all material respects the financial position and changes in financial position for the city as of September 30th, 2025 on the modified cash basis of accounting. So that is the best opinion that you can receive when you undergo a financial statement audit. This opinion letter also notes what management's responsibility is. So management is responsible for the preparation and fair presentation of the financial statements, as well as the design and implementation of internal control. We did prepare the financial statements, but provided them to management for their review and approval. We do use our judgment as auditors in determining how to audit the city. So we focused our attention on areas where the financial statements could be misstated. The financial statements include the fund financial statements and the notes to the financial statements and various supplementary information. On the second page of this report is just a summary of the highlights from the fund financial statement as of the year ended September 30th, 2025. But more details of that can be, and a much more detailed breakdown can be found in the actual financial statements. The next letter we issued is the auditor's communication letter. So this letter consists of comments about our audit process and is required communication under our professional standards to be communicated to the board. So a few highlights from that letter: we noted no transactions that we considered both unusual and significant, and there were no changes in accounting policies during the year. We do evaluate estimates that affect the financial statements and found them reasonable in relation to the financial statements as a whole. The financial statement disclosures are neutral, consistent, and clear, and all required disclosures are included in the financial statements. We did propose several adjustments as a result of our audit procedures, and those details of those adjustments are included in the full letter. And then lastly, we had no disagreements with management on accounting or audit issues and had no difficulties in performing our audit. Danette and Cindy were great to work with, and not going through an audit for several years. There's lots of questions and lots of files and support to be pulled, and they were great to work with. So we appreciate their assistance. And then the last letter we issue is the management letter, which is used to communicate any findings we have about the city's internal control. So the scope of our engagement is not to provide an opinion on internal control, but we do consider internal control as a basis for designing our audit procedures. We did not identify any material weaknesses in internal control. We did identify 2 deficiencies related to financial reporting and bank reconciliations. And again, more details of that can be found in the full letter. And then we also included a few other recommendations in that letter related to the modified cash basis of accounting and information technology. Any questions? Well, that's all I had, and we appreciate the opportunity to be of service, and look forward to the next year, which will go much smoother.
That's our hope as well. Thank you very, very much. I know that it was a lot of effort on the part of both the city as well as Williams Keepers. There's a tremendous amount of information had to be gathered, reviewed. Adjustments were made in certain areas your company performed. I'm very happy that we were able to get this done. I know that back in 2023, not having an audit was a significant topic of discussion throughout the city. When audits are not performed, people may draw conclusions which may or may not be correct as to the financial state of the city. So I'm glad that it's done. We'll be taking this information and very quickly, now we have corrected beginning balances for all the funds that we will go back. We will be required to revisit, this is for us, revisit the budget that we created for 25-26. We will input the revised beginning balances for each of the funds, and then we'll proceed to make whatever decisions and determinations the board decides in order to address the issues that may or may not be there for us to deal with. So again, it's great for us. We knew we were going to have to draw a line in the sand and start over. It's a great place to start. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Thank you
for
for
your work. Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Administration Committee, guess what you're all going to get? Anyway, moving right along.
Thank you.
Published, right, eventually?
Yes, it'll be published. It'll be made available to the public. The next, was there any questions about that before we move on? Okay, we'll move right along. Next we have on the agenda, authorized guest speaker, Mr. Sid Buckman from the Fireworks Club.
He's not here.
I didn't realize I actually got on this agenda, so I'm not completely prepared, but I don't know if anybody's aware, but there has been established a Monroe City Fireworks Club for the purpose of presenting a fireworks display on the 4th of July. Philip Potterfield was one behind getting that going. He purchased the equipment from the fire department, and then established this LLC for this purpose. We've got the certified people to shoot the fireworks already, and we've been soliciting funds for that. I'm not here to solicit funds from you guys, but I wanted to ask your permission to close the street off. I can't even remember the name of the street because I wasn't prepared, but it's where we always shoot them, behind the motel.
Gateway Square.
Gateway Square.
Yeah, that's Gateway Square. Yeah.
Yes.
Behind
The same way that they've always done it before. All the precautions will be taken care of. We have to get a permission through the fire chief to do it, and we'll do that just like we always have, or like they always have. We'll do the same things that we've done in the past. Our goal is to have, for the 250, is to have a bigger, better display than ever. I don't know if you remember, but the VFW donated $5,000 when they dispersed for that event. So that was our motivation to really get behind it. and make sure it's gonna happen. So that's our goal. I don't know if I could have to get official permission from the city to even shoot the fireworks, but I think through the fire chief that kind of takes care of that. But if I do, then I'll formally ask for that permission as well. But
This is new ground. I don't think that there's a specific requirement. If you were selling fireworks, you would have to get a permit, but shooting them off, no.
We already have it legal to shoot fireworks in the city limits during that time period.
That's correct.
That's correct.
Right.
So
Yes, sir, that's correct.
under that
Mr. Smith?
I don't
but these
think
are a
it'd
little
be
different.
They are different, I don't disagree, but that's to the state level of the permit from the fire chief.
And the fire chief's familiar with permits and whatnot.
Definitely.
It goes with that, so.
And he's well aware that we're making these plans. The
Right.
actual people that are going to be shooting are the same guys that did it before. It was the volunteer firefighters, but they can't do it representing the fire district,
Right.
but they can do it as volunteers for us. So
And that money, we received money, right, from the VFW hall? And that,
Yeah, we had,
that's already been transferred.
Yeah, that was.
yeah, we
months
had,
ago.
I think there was 10,000, right?
5.
Well, I thought we had 5 that was given to us for the fireworks, and then didn't they give us another 5? Or did that go to another organization?
I'll take it.
It went to another org-
they
Take
gave
it.
you seaweed for the step for the.
Okay, okay, all right. It's been a while, so I
Yeah.
couldn't remember, okay.
As far as liability insurance and things like that, the fireworks, when they're purchased, where we purchase it from, provide that insurance. Just an extra, like a 10% over the amount that we buy, and they provide the insurance for it. And they kind of go over, help them make sure we have all the parameters in place. So if there's any question, they're professionals at it, so I'm kind of new to the game. Phil's kind of old to the game, so between everybody that's involved, then I think we'll have a good display. I am soliciting funds from local businesses and such. Any individual that wants to, we're gonna set something up with the bank so that if anybody wants to contribute, they can. We'll probably go over the amount that we actually shoot, but we're also trying to raise money for new equipment, new computerized digital equipment in the future. So anything we raise over the amount that we're gonna shoot, we're gonna put towards that. So we can make it even more safe in the future, even better than before. So bigger and better.
Bigger and better, I like it.
I don't know if you need,
We just need a motion for the
Yes.
street closure, probably.
Make a motion to close Gateway Square
I'll second it.
What day is this? Is it actually on July 4th?
Yeah.
Okay.
on July 4th.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to close Gateway Square, is that right?
Yep.
Gateway Square Street for the fireworks display on July 4th, 2026. Are there any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries.
so I'm using this opportunity as an official announcement that we're doing it. A lot of people have asked, are we having fireworks or not? So the answer is yes. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Sid, appreciate your hard work
Thank
on
you.
this. Okay, moving right along, new business. The first thing and only thing on that agenda is Public Works seasonal help. Yes, Rodney?
Terry left me high and dry.
Where's Terry at? Yeah.
We had interviews, had good candidates, yesterday, Danette sat in, me and Terry. And we put a start date with y'all's approval of June 1st, and then roughly middle of August when they go back to school. So, let me see, I can see. The street department, Zachary Smith, he was there last year, and Zachary Reyes.
How you spell that?
Reyes.
REYS.
REY, yes.
To the street department. And since Terry's not here, Owen Neff, he would like.
So two for street and one
And
for
one
gas.
for gas, that's what we usually
And
do.
Owen Neff,
Owen Neff. And minimum wage, $15 an hour, and like I said, start date, June 1st to roughly August 15th, or when they go back to school. So, that's what we have.
so 10 weeks, roughly.
Yeah, roughly, yeah, I was counting that up today. So that's what I'd like to get approved and move forward, if I could, please.
I'll make a motion to make the 3 hires for summer help for the gas department and the street department
At minimum wage.
at minimum wage, starting June 1st and ending mid-August.
We have a motion on the floor to hire Mr. Smith, Mr. Reyes, and Mr. Neff as seasonal part-time workers for the city of Monroe City, beginning June 1st, ending mid-August, at a rate of $15 per hour. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion second on the floor. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay.
You list me as abstaining.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
Okay, thank you very much.
you're welcome.
It's his first cousin. Mhm.
All right, next thing we have will be council committee reports, beginning with planning and zoning. Nothing there. Next thing, parks and recreation. Cricket.
Let's see, we had a meeting. I think that was last though, before, we've already covered the things.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Give us, yeah,
Okay.
that'll be it, good stuff, yeah. They were making progress, they weren't done at our last meeting, so I'm not sure, I'm sorry.
You're excused, Mr. Smith. Next thing on the agenda is Economic Development Tax Board. Lori?
Just a couple things. The final list has been submitted to the, for the CDBG demolition grant. So no more changes can be made to that. We did have to exclude Ward 3 because we had, actually, I wrote a little report here, but we had quite a few trailers in the old Kendrick Park trailer court that the owner was not interested in signing the consent form. So you have to have 80% consent, and so that was going to totally knock our numbers out. But you could do it by ward. So we did Ward 1 and 2, and we'll have to get Ward 3 some other time or something. It worked out okay anyway, because the number of properties we had was going to require us to use, AKA the sales tax funds contribution to be a whole bunch. So there's 26 properties. I think I included that list in there somewhere.
Yeah, it was it.
The cities, they estimated the city's match to be around 60 to 70,000. We do have a request in here to earmark $70,000 from the sales tax fund, but that won't need to be funded until later in 2027. So more chance to accrue that fund balance a little bit more by then. And then what we do need council's approval to procure RFQs for demolition. They need to proceed now with title work, asbestos inspection, and demolition inspection. They'll do all the work to send those we just need to make a motion that we allow them, our administrator of the grant to go out.
With the RFQ.
For the RFQ.
They're going to prepare them and send them out.
They're gonna do all the work.
Okay.
They just need a motion at tonight's council meeting
So-
to do that.
We need a motion to authorize the Council of Governments to go out, send out requests for qualifications for those services.
I'll make a motion that we authorize them to send out their RFQs.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, a second on the floor, to authorize the Council of Governments to send out the request for qualifications. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it, the motion carries.
I've got one more thing. We did meet the other night and we had some funds to spend. We had some different, throughout a couple last moments, people present to the tax board. And so one of them, Mosswood Golf Course, actually requested 10,000. We are recommending 3,000. And they would like to use it for improvements to the clubhouse. They need to do some technology upgrades, I think, to their software sort of things and apps. And they would like to develop an internship. I don't know how far they're going to get the big tree, but we would like we would recommend that the council approve 3,000 of the sales tax money to Mosswood Golf Course. That would be one. Another one that was presented, Ronnie came and presented on behalf of the gas department for $8,140 to do the expansion of the gas line for redundancy in the industrial park. Did I say that right? And so we would like to allocate some of that sales tax money towards that. And then there would be three that you would be, up to 70,000 earmarked for that block grant money, the city's portion of that, when it would come due. We just have to be able to provide proof for the grant that we have a source of funding for the city's match, and that would be the sales tax.
You got it. Okay.
I'm sorry, Lori, what was the recommendation for the gas department request?
Sorry, $8,140.
That's what you're recommending?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we have before us a request for the board to approve the Economic Development Sales Tax Board to provide these monies to these entities. First one is the City of Monroe City Gas Department in the amount of $8,140 for expansion of the industrial park gas line. We need a motion for that.
I'll make a motion that we approve the board's recommendation for the $8,140 for the industrial park gas line expansion.
Okay, so we have a motion on the floor to approve the Economic Development Sales Tax Board's recommendation to spend $8,140 on the expansion of the gas line at the industrial park. We have a second?
Second.
We have a motion, second on the floor. Is there any debate? Any questions? We have a motion, second on the floor. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. The ayes have it and the motion carries. Second is the Mosswood Golf Course has requested $3,000 for facility updates and technology upgrades. The Economic Development Sales Tax Board has recommended that we approve that expenditure of $3,000. Do we have a motion?
I make a motion to go with the Economic Board's recommendation of $3,000 for the golf course.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to approve the recommendation of the Economic Development Sales Tax Board to expend $3,000 for the Mosswood Golf Course for facility updates and technology upgrades. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion second on the floor. Is there any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say no or nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries. Lastly, for this issue, the Economic Development and Sales Tax Board recommends earmarking $70,000 of funds to be committed to the CDBG demo grant. Looks like in fiscal 2025, we would need a motion to, 27?
27.
Did I say 25? It's been a long day. 2027. We would need a motion to do that.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion on the floor to approve the recommendations of the Economic Development Sales Tax Board to earmark $70,000 of funds for the CDBG demo grant in fiscal 2027. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to approve the recommendation from the Economic Development Sales Tax Board to earmark $70,000 of funds for a CDBG grant during 2027. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it. The motion carries. Okay, thank you very, very much, Lori. I appreciate all of your hard work and Ally's and all of the members on the Economic Development Sales Tax Board for all the efforts that have been put in. It's a lot of work. It's been a lot of effort. Be able to stand on the sidelines and watch them do it. It's been fun, kind of, sort of. All right, moving right along. Administration Committee report.
No meeting.
Okay. Operations Committee,
No.
Board of Adjustment, Nuisance Committee. Okay, on the Nuisance Committee, we have been asked to approve, and I've been asked to appoint Vicki Holland to the Nuisance Committee, and those appointments by the mayor require approval by the Board of Aldermen. Consequently, someone would have to make a motion to approve that appointment.
I'll make a motion to approve the appointment of Vicki Holland.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to approve the appointment of Vicki Holland to the Nuisance Committee. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay.
That's adding her, not, there's no one leaving her, right?
No one's left, and no one has been asked to leave. This is an addition.
Good.
The ayes have it, the motion carries. Okay, we'll move forward to department reports. First on the agenda will be Police Department.
No.
Water.
I've missed a couple meetings, so I need to make up for that.
Please don't.
Okay,
If it
in your
requires-
packet,
If it requires action, we'd be happy to deal with it.
in your packet, you should have a quote from Hawk for a new spectrometer. We did have this budgeted this year, but if you recall, I applied for a grant through Department of Health and Senior Services, and we got that grant. The total grant was for $34,775. To date, we have spent $27,495.52. So we were short roughly $800 with shipping to buy the spectrometer. There is over $7,000 in my current budget for the spectrometer. So it's, the money's already budgeted. I just need approval from the board for me to expend the rest of the grant funds and some of our budgeted money to purchase the new spectrometer for the water treatment facility.
So roughly 800 from.
Yeah, $800 is, it's $660.52, based upon that, the quote. And I just threw in $140 for shipping. I don't know what the shipping's gonna be, and that brought it right to $800. That's why, if you do a not to exceed 800 or something like that, then we can make that happen.
Make a motion to approve quote from Hawk with our current contribution of $800 left over from what the grant did not cover for the spectrometer.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to approve the purchase of the spectrometer from Hawk with the addition of $800 of city funds to complete the purchase. We have a second?
Second.
We have a motion second on the floor to approve the purchase of the spectrometer from Hawk with an additional $800 of the city's money to complete the purchase. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries.
All right, and just two real quick updates. We do have our EPA inspection back. I've answered all the questions that he had in the initial. There's no additional questions. I will get that to City Hall, and it's huge. I don't know if it'll make it in your packet or whatever, but it's a book. So,
Is there like a grade system?
no, there is no. It's either if we were in violation, they would have told us.
Yeah.
And there are recommendations, and the recommendations, I'll talk to the
Minor
mayor.
little stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, right?
Pardon?
Just minor little stuff.
Yeah, like removing some vegetation from around the water tower over here. They want us to put a fence around the water tower, stuff like that. And then second of all, on Wednesday, next Wednesday, mayor and I have a meeting with the DNR enforcement official that's in charge of our case, and we'll know what they're expecting us. Well, they want us to meet the limits, but I don't know if there's any hoops or anything at this point. So we'll find that out next Wednesday.
I did receive an additional letter yesterday that I noted that the content and tone of the letter was much different than the first letter in a positive way. So it seemed to me that they want to help us help ourselves.
Yeah,
So
that's what they're there for.
the first letter was a little
Pointed.
scary.
Snarky's an official word.
And just so you know, we are running the water plant a little bit more right now because Cannon has the Cannon Water District they had to turn off the water coming across the dam for repairs they're doing down there. So we're providing them an extra 60 to 100,000 gallons a day.
Very good. Thank you, George.
Oh, thank you.
Next thing on the agenda, the electric department.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
I'll keep it short this week. We had 2 outages last 2 weeks. One was a cutout, the top burned out of a cutout. Crews, we got it fixed fairly quickly. The other one was a tree had got into a line, the trailer court, a widow knocked the line out. They repaired that quickly also. We did, and we're gonna go into closed session, or you guys are gonna go into closed session. If you want me to join, I will, but the person that we made the job offer to took a job somewhere else. So we had to make another offer to someone different. So in closed session, if you want me to stick around and answer questions, I will. But as far as that, we've been doing tree trimming, line maintenance, full setting, usual.
For the storms we've had, that's pretty minimal.
Excuse me?
I said for the storms we've had the past couple of weeks, that damage was minimal.
I think, I don't know if there's anybody that would not agree that the stability of our electrical distribution infrastructure is much, much better than it was
Thank you.
just a couple of years ago. So,
Definitely.
Okay. Do you want me to stick around for closed session on the?
Not much worse.
no kidding.
I
Are
do
these-
have information, that Justin is okay with me letting you know in closed session. I don't know.
This just an offer to like essentially backup candidates, so they had interviewed
Basically.
previously.
It was-
Where basically
yeah,
said he
it'd
would hire
been
many of them at that
the
point in
second.
time.
They narrowed it down to 2 people,
Yeah.
and this is number 2.
So he doesn't need to stay for closed session, that's what he's asking, because he needs
I
to.
don't believe so.
No,
No, you're fine.
All right. Thank
I
you.
think you're good to go on that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
Terry's not here. Anybody want to speak for the gas department? Okay. Oh, Rodney, street department.
I'm back.
Mr. Osborne.
This here is, more or less, I guess, for the nuisance. The police department's had several complaints about 414 East Dover Street. See about getting that mowed and, it won't do nothing. It's got a tree on it too. Part of it's fell over. So it's pretty tall. They've been getting that correct. Lots of complaints.
We're meeting tomorrow, I forgot to mention, we're meeting tomorrow at 11, if you're available.
At 11 here.
Yeah, upstairs.
Okay. Well, all right, I can hope. And my other one was, as you know, John, down there at Oak in winter. We clean that lot up. Are we supposed to mow that? I haven't been. Somebody went around the outside a few passes.
Yeah, we need to get a bill so we can attach it as a lien to the property
Yeah,
and have the council vote to certify it as a special tax.
so we haven't mowed it. It's kind of rough.
I know it.
We added dirt and stuff, but we'll probably take a brush on getting there.
Yeah, mow it again and then add up your mowings.
Are we supposed
We
to?
can talk. and get
Yeah,
that.
we can talk at that meeting.
But you got some mowings from last year too, or at least one?
We got one, but when we went in there and cleaned the tree up and ran the mulcher and added dirt and did all that, yeah, we got that. I think I give that to Dan, I believe, I give it to somebody. The irons and everything,
Okay.
so.
That's 11 o'clock Friday.
Yep.
Then we'll come tomorrow. Okay, that's all I got. All right.
Thank you, Rodney, appreciate it. Building inspector, no. Next on the agenda will be the airport report.
No.
No? Oh,
Confusing me.
he's not helpful.
Okay, the electricians come out this morning, put up the new windsock frame, and it looks really good, did a good job. The Captain Ben Smith sign at the beginning of the entrance that was donated by, Dennis Spalding headed that up, and the sign was donated. The electricity is out to it. So Justin and I, we looked at it this morning, they looked at it yesterday, I think, and trying to decide whether it's got electricity to it or not. So the front of the sign's gotta come off. So I contacted Dennis, and he's gonna meet me out there at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we're gonna take the front of the sign off. He's hired an electrician out of Palmyra to check and see if anything's wrong in it.
Okay. If
we can get Justin there in the morning to just confirm that city electricity is in the unit.
Okay.
I'm in the process of confirming with Shane McClintock that it's okay to remove those trees on the west side of the highway that the MoDOT Aviation Department says is encroaching on the instrument approach to runway 9. I talked to Shane and I believe he told me that we could just cut the trees and drop them, fall them in a ditch and don't worry about it. But I'm second guessing if I heard that correctly. So I'm trying to get a hold of him again to make sure about that. I talked to Ryan Huseman about if that could be included in a grant, if he gets one for us. And he said that needs to be done before they're going to give us a grant because it's in violation of safety requirements of MoDOT.
So the trees are in the path, I'll use that phrase.
If there's a cone that comes in for instrument approach to runway 9,
Okay.
and those trees are within that approach.
Are they extra big, or,
Yeah, they're big trees.
I mean, is it something that Rodney could, street
Well, they're
department?
mowed out right away, Dave.
I mean, I don't want to put words in Rodney's mouth, but maybe I'll take it. When I get approval from Shane, maybe I'll get hold of Rodney and we can go out there and look at them and see what it's going to take.
Shane rents that property?
Shane rents the property from Doran Osborne's widow, and he said that there's no problem with her.
Probably want to get something in writing. probably want to, I think if we proceed further, we will want to get something from them in writing.
That's probably true, yeah, yeah. That would be up to you guys.
Are they on the west side of 24?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Across the highway on private property. And then that, to go along with that, that power pole that is there, it's within that area too. Justin and I have talked, and there may be a possibility of Rawls County taking over the old Quinn house and the building behind that, I believe where Jerry has a meter. I don't know what we have to do to get approval to even approach Rawls County. It would have to be approved by Jerry and the lady that owns that Quinn house, if they would even be considered to move it. But if Rawls County would take it over, that whole lead could come down. And
The city attorney, do you have something to add?
I think we talked about, discussing this in the past, didn't we?
Yeah, we have a little bit.
So you would have to approach the homeowner to ask him if
I
they,
think that's what we decided a while ago, that, yeah,
I
it's
don't
on the
think anything
homeowner.
happened.
we did discuss it, but we really never developed a solid plan, and nothing's been done. So,
But, yeah, I guess to me, it's up to the homeowner. Unless I'm missing something.
it'd be up to the homeowner if they even want to pursue it. Then it would be up to Rawls County if they want to build the line with them,
Right.
which would provide their fiber optic internet to those two locations, which may be a good encouragement for them to do it.
Hmm.
Actually, I think they already have. Barbie, come on, Barbie Quinn.
Barbie has.
Barbie, we're not talking about Barbie, we're talking about the old Quinn house that's right next to the runway,
Cairo's Hope
Oh,
is, or
Okay,
Cairo's,
and Quinn's house.
yeah.
okay.
With this plan, that three-phase line that goes south of town will be taken out.
And if that happened, that any poles or wire that's in that late line could be maybe salvaged. I don't know, them poles are probably pretty old.
There's
Maybe
some new ones and some old ones, but
some may be good, some may not be. There's several of them.
It sounds like this needs to be put over to the operations committee to do some investigation and come back with a recommendation. If you want to put this on your agenda.
If you need me to come to that meeting, well, just let me know.
Yeah,
Who's the
so
owner?
we could drag this conversation out for an hour, and I don't want to do that.
We've
Who's
got,
the owner of that house? Is it Cairo's?
what's that?
Who owns
Cairo's
that
Hope,
Cairo's Hope is the owner, but I
I
don't
can't
know
think of what the girl's name
exact
is.
next one.
I saw a post today where something, they were
Yeah,
they were putting out feelers about how to, where the septic tank was. Is
Yeah.
that the lady that owns it?
I don't know if she owns it, she runs Cairo's Hope, but
I have an email from her, but I can't access
her
it.
name, actually, she called me today, asking if I knew what the septic tank was. If we need her contact, but, I don't know that she owns it, but I guess she could tell us who does.
Yeah, that would be a step in the right. If you could send that to me when you get a minute.
It's the old fire chief's mom, I think, that owns, she's the one that owns it. It's Rich.
Enos?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I know Rich said his mom owned it, and he did a whole bunch of work to it when they first started on it.
Just get the records.
Yeah, I'll look for the tax records
Yeah.
to see.
Okay.
We've got 2,500 gallons of fuel left. I'm hoping that this war ends and the price goes back down before we have to buy any.
At what level would you have to replenish our stores?
Is that a five
We have let it get down, clear down to 500 gallon, but at that point, it's not gonna pump anymore. Something below 500 gallon. So we've got some time here.
Okay.
And, when the time comes, do I need to come and get approval to buy fuel, or,
Yes.
all right?
We basically historically do our pricing on there based on what the amounts were when we purchased it, and we don't change, I mean, how do we change the price?
Right now, the fuel that's in there now, we gave,
I think somewhere around 380 for it. We're selling it for 490, which is a little over $1 a gallon above what was paid for it, but there's a 3% credit card fee comes out of there, and there's another fee from the credit card company, I believe, is included. So, yeah, it's,
And I know we kind of, like I said, we kind of base it, you know, and we don't try to like change it frequently and kind of base it on the previous. The reason I'm asking now is because it's changed so much here. And, you know, to your point about the war, I would be concerned with the city that we buy, that when we do buy, we run it down low and then we buy some and then we're stuck with high price fuel that prices may go down and then we're at high price fuel that no one wants to buy. I don't know.
In the past, we've always bought a tanker load because it's cheaper for the transportation of it. But if it's $5 or $6 and we have to buy fuel, I'm gonna recommend we just buy the smallest amount that they'll let us haul. Because if we buy 8,000 gallons at a high price and then the price goes down and everybody around us goes down, we'd be stuck with it.
But on the other hand, I wondered about whether we should charge more in anticipation of having to buy some soon.
We've talked about raising that, but none of the airports around us have raised yet.
I think this is a discussion that ought to operations committee, y'all can sit down and hash this out and make a determination of what you want to come back to the board with as far as recommendation. Okay?
Let's see if I had anything. I'm trying to be longer than George. The kindergarten kids are gonna be here Monday morning at the airport from Holy Rosary for their annual, trip. If anybody wants to come out and.
What time is that again?
So you take them up and fly them?
We get the planes out, we let them sit in the airplanes, and we got a guy by the name of Jim Current that comes over that has a gift of gab, and he talks to them and shows them maps and gets them all excited. I used to buy little foam airplanes and give to them, but Julie Hayes said stop that because they get back to school and
they have too much fun with them at school.
Yeah, so they go everywhere. And
She's retired.
I think that's all I had.
Yeah, she's retiring. You give those one last year's retirement.
I found a little electric helicopter amusement ride on Facebook Marketplace, and I thought that'd be good for the kids, so I bought it. And I've got it out there, and I mentioned that to her, and she said, no, that'll just be a fight. You'll have kids in it, won't get out of it, and they'll be crying.
Yeah.
So I guess that was
Put it back on Marketplace.
all right, thank you guys.
Thank you, Dale, appreciate your help. Mosswood. Okay, moving right along, pool, we have a season pass donation.
Jessica couldn't be here tonight, but in years past, the city has donated a season pass to the spelling bee winner of the school, and she's requesting that again this year.
Yep. Last year.
Well, we need a motion to do that.
I'll make a motion that we approve a season pass to the pool donation for the school spelling bee winner.
Second.
We have a motion second on the floor to approve the donation of a season pass to the pool to the school for the school spelling bee. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries. Next is purchase of buoys. Buoys.
Okay, I'm not so certain on this one. I mean, I'll talk about it a little bit, but I wish, is there someone from the park board here? Because ultimately it would come out of their budget. But we have buoys, of course, that the kids, they just, standing there doing their thing at the, while they're lifeguard, they start picking at the buoys, and once that happens, they don't become as effective as a rescue tool. So we need to purchase some new buoys. These are the prices that we've obtained for that. And then you can also buy a sleeve to go over the buoy that would prevent the picking, of the buoys. So maybe they would last more than one season. But I don't have really a say in this. I thought maybe somebody would be here to give us direction on this, but, I mean, as you can see, the Keeper Aquatics is the cheapest option.
Are they all the same? Do we know?
I'm assuming. I
Yeah.
really don't have,
I think if you went on the assumption that they were similar in
Similar
quality, and use or effectiveness, you just go with the Keeper Aquatics buoy and authorize them to purchase 5 and move on.
When you said the sleeves help protect it, what about getting one sleeve and trying it with one of them to see if they
And if it works,
last?
get some more.
Hmm?
Then if it works, get some more.
Right, but that way you're not committing but to one. for
Someone mentioned
27.
something about the age of the current buoys.
I don't know that it's really the age. I think it's just,
Pick at it.
you know, after they find a spot on it, they just, you know, just standing there. I mean, it just happens.
Well, do we have time to purchase a sleeve, one sleeve, and try it?
The sleeve must go on a new buoy. It can't be used on
Oh,
a buoy that has damage
So
to
you
it.
could get your 5 new ones and then get one sleeve to put on one of the new ones to try it, and if it works, then you get 4 more.
Yeah,
Is that a motion?
Yes. It's a
Second.
motion.
Okay,
I
Walmart.
think this is where I leave and let Wally here take over. So we have a motion on the floor to purchase 5 of the Keeper Aquatics buoys at $49.95 a piece and purchase 1 of the Kemp USA sleeves at $27. Of course, your motion will have to include the cost of shipping, which is not stated on here. So, Mr. President, please proceed.
It could be free shipping, it's like Amazon, over a certain.
Yeah, over
amount,
$100
free shipping, But it'll, yeah, the cost.
that's from 2 different companies,
Huh?
but it's from 2 different
Oh.
companies.
Well, so,
But how much shipping could those little sleeves be?
to buy 5 buoys from Kiefer Aquatics for $49.95 a piece plus shipping, and to buy 1 sleeve from Kemp USA plus shipping.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Second,
We have a motion second on the floor to approve the purchase, of 5 Keeper Aquatics buoys at $49.95 each plus shipping, and 1 tube sleeve jacket from Kemp USA in the amount of $27 plus shipping. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries.
And they do have the full bill already.
Oh, cool.
I started that last Friday.
Okay, next thing we have on the board, on the agenda for the board is the library. The library board typically makes recommendations for replacements for either people who have termed out or people who have resigned and have not completed their term. So I handed out to each of you the recommendations. What happens is that the board makes recommendations to the mayor. The mayor then takes these recommendations to the full board for your approval. And so what we have here is Karen Seaver will be the president. This will be her first term. Charlita Washington, her first term. Is she completing an unexpired term, correct? Okay. And then Jonna Alcorn will be her first term, and then Megan Mudd, her first term. And the board has to approve these appointments.
I make a motion to approve as a slate, the board appointments to the library board.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to approve as a slate the recommendations from the Library Board of Trustees for these appointments to their board. Do we have a second?
second,
We have a motion and a second on the floor to approve these recommendations from the Library Board of Trustees to their membership. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. The ayes have it and the motion carries. Thank you very much, Michelle. Okay, next thing we have will be the presentation of the bills and hopefully the approval of the payments. Found under tab 12.
I also have the credit card statement going around for everyone to view.
Make a motion to approve the bills dated.
We have a motion on the floor to approve the bills payable. Is that what you said?
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
We have a motion on the floor to approve the bills payable. Are there any questions? Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to approve the bills payable. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Oh, I didn't see that. All opposed say no. The ayes have it, the motion carries. Thank you very much, Board. Next thing we have is unfinished. There's none that I'm aware of. Is there any unfinished business that we need to attend to that's not on the agenda? If it's not on the agenda, we can't do it anyway, so moving right along. Next thing we have is, we need a motion to go into closed session.
Make a motion to we go to closed session, pursuant to Article 10213 for hiring, firing, disciplining, or promoting of particular employees.
Second.
All right, roll call, Alderman Smith,
Yes.
Alderman Schneider,
Yes.
Alderman O'Brien,
Yes.
Alderman Osborne,
Yes.
Alderman Saunders,
Yes.
Alderman Quinn.
Yes.
If it suits y'all, can we just stay here?
Yeah. It should be quick. I don't care.